Okay, you all good? Let's do it. Hello and welcome to the B2C Lead Generation Podcast.
Welcome back to the B2C Lead Gen Podcast. My name is Daniel Hopewell here with Simon Delaney, and this is episode 42, 6 Simple Ways to Improve Lead Nurturing. And if you're listening to this, then it should be business as usual, but on the off chance you're watching this on YouTube, there won't be a video, and I'll explain why. Actually, Sam, I'll get you to explain why there's no video this week.
Complete COVID attack on me and my family. All four of us, me, my wife, 1-year-old son and 3-year-old daughter have COVID and are currently isolating at home. An extremely difficult period, but I'll try not to be one that grumbles like a normal.
So yeah, we decided to prevent you seeing the pleasure of Simon in his pajamas as we recorded this. But we are saying that just to explain any coughing fits or any noise of children that you may hear throughout. But we'll do a short and sweet one for that very reason. And so, Simon, 6 simple ways to improve lead nurturing.
Okay, so the first thing is to remember that lead nurturing should be all about the person, not you, the company. Purely because no one in reality gives 2 shits about you as the company. All they're thinking about is what's in it for them, what's going to benefit them, are you going to solve their problems? And this is a problem a lot of companies, or mistake that a lot of companies make with their lead nurturing. They think that people are actually interested in their news or activity they've been doing. I don't know, like it's someone's birthday in the office, for example. I mean, no one literally cares.
Yeah.
So you just have to focus entirely on the person, and that's the way lead nurturing should be approached. The other thing is, so I guess number 2 would be, it has to be personalized. And that doesn't mean, dear Mr. John Smith. It means focusing on the pain points or the problems that this person has and the benefits that you're going to give them. And by personalization, everyone's problems, they fall within a sort of similar remit. So I don't know, you and I, for example, might both have an issue with broadband speeds, but it might be for different reasons. You're watching, videos online and it's causing buffering because you've got multiple TVs in the house and you're all watching them together. I might be a heavy duty gamer that's games are slowing down or getting buffering when I'm reaching a certain point on World of Warcraft. So those 2 approaches need to be treated slightly differently. And that's really what personalization is about, is understanding the person, the specific issues they have that might be in a general area of like slow broadband speeds. And so that sort of personalization is really where companies, if they're going to make strong connections and build out real lead nurturing funnels, that's what they need to concentrate on. The other thing, and no one does this whatsoever, and it's just like an absolute travesty because it's the number one thing that you should be focusing on as part of lead nurturing, which is ask your leads or users, people, additional questions as part of the lead nurturing process. So you can ask this straight on an email, right? So you could put, which of the following applies to you? Heavy duty gamer, multiple TVs in the house, I don't know, slow broadband speeds. And you can instantly then use that additional information to further personalize the lead nurturing process that you're carrying out. And this is what a lot of people miss. They're just not, finding out what the issue is. They think that once the lead is generated and the information you've got at that point, that's the end of the journey. No, that's the beginning of the journey. And it's your job as a marketer to actually find the additional information out so that you can further tailor your communications and give value to the users that are receiving them. And that brings us nicely into point 4, which is you basically just need to give value, 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 value. That's it. Don't focus on trying to constantly get a sale as part of lead nurturing. That isn't lead nurturing. That's just trying to go for a sale constantly. Because if you're adding value, it's how you get value back from the user. So those additional questions that you could ask a user, that can be as part of something else that you send me. It could be an article of why slow broadband speeds exists, or 3 tips of how you could improve your broadband speeds by, disconnecting other devices or whatever else it is. And when you're adding value, you've got to get professional about this. You can't treat lead nurturing as a sort of the poorer cousin of your lead generation process. Lots of time and effort and money and everything is put into creating ads, creating landing pages, thinking about copy, design, everything else. Huge amounts of money and time is put into the sales transformation process of when a lead goes into a call center, or send a text, or send the initial point of where a sale could come from. And what you'll often find with lead nurturing is it's given to like the junior marketer who, is just sort of putting anything together, like pictures of the office dog. If it was a B2B thing, you see that all the time, or like, what we've been wearing at Halloween. I don't give two shits what you've been wearing at Halloween. I just literally want to know, like, if you're going to solve my problem. So giving this to a junior marketing person, I don't know if it's the best idea. You've got to have like really strong copy from someone that really understands the business, that can really pinpoint how your product or service helps people, and is it going to stop them from being able to not sleep at night? That's what you've got to be able to do. And number 5 is you've got to be consistent, right? So you've got to be in this for the long haul from a lead nurturing perspective. If you get one lead, I don't know, you put it into a call center, doesn't convert, you send it one email, or you send it an email before you put it into a call center. That's not lead nurturing. It's just sending someone an email. Lead nurturing's got to be like a commitment to carry out like a relationship, I guess, for the foreseeable future. And you've spent money on these leads, you've spent money on driving traffic, you've either bought the leads from someone else or you've generated themselves. You've got a certain conversion rate, might have already hit ROI. It doesn't really matter. You've got all this other information and data and people that initially wanted to hear from you, and all you've got to do is figure out how you can actually give value to them so that they might become your customer in the future. And point 6, the last point, I would suggest using multiple channels, or ask the user how they'd like to be contacted. So you can use post, or you can use SMS, you could use email, you could use retargeting. You could use WhatsApp, you could use different types of IM to contact people. And there's no reason that you can't. It's literally just a contact method. And not everyone wants to be spoken to on the same channel. So it can be part of the questions that you can ask people. What's the best way to contact you? How do you want us to send you messages? How often do you want us to send you messages? Via what medium? And this again is really, thinking about the person. It's not thinking about how you want to contact them. It's thinking.
That's like an extension of point 2 with the personalization.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I'm point 1 that it's not yet about you, it's about them, So it's sort of both things wrapped up. And it's a mistake a lot of people make. They just put everyone in the same email funnel or something and think that, this is the way that we're going to decide to contact everyone. But unfortunately, everyone is different. So, you need to tailor your contact strategy for that. But that's 6 points on lead nurturing. If you carry out like probably 3 of them, you're in the top 99% of marketers in B2C lead generation, I would say, because it's a woefully misunderstood, underutilized, it just needs to be used a lot more. I think a lot of companies would really benefit and build much closer relationships with the prospects that they have generated, which would lead to more future sales if they did it better.
I think it's very interesting as well that you sort of touched upon it there, but it's the transactional element of lead gen, the mindset which prevents people from nurturing, and they're spending so much money on getting these leads in, and then if they don't convert instantly, nothing happens. It's just a waste. It just doesn't turn anything. So I think lead buyers, especially listening to this, I guess hopefully we'll see opportunity to use that, like 95% of leads that don't convert instantly and actually make something of it through these nurturing steps. I will wrap it up there, Simon, because I know you're not too well, but I appreciate you joining in. So thank you for that. We said we're going to keep that.
I've managed to restrict that to 1 cough though. This is the least I've coughed in about a week.
Do you know what? I'm really pleased because I thought I was going to be going through individually editing coughs out of all this afterwards. So I put some fake ones in. I just sampled that one throughout, so it sounds a bit more like you actually agree with it. But yeah, short and sweet, 6 simple ways to improve lead nurturing. That was episode 42 of the B2C Lead Gen podcast.
Thanks.
Cheers.
Thanks for listening to the B2C Lead Generation podcast. Be sure to hit subscribe to hear more from those at the very cutting edge of the lead gen world.